Yo, you gotta be clawing, bro. I'm talking about clawing, clawing. Nah. I can't run it back. If you weren't here, you missed it. But yo, damn, we're done with Q1. Not another month. Quarter one. There's only 4 quarters in the year, bro. We just erased a whole. We didn't erase. We just put behind us a whole quarter. We're in a whole new month. We started Q2 actually today. Time is moving, 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 bro. We're gonna be in summertime before we know it. Before we know, we're gonna be back in. No, I ain't gonna say it, but it's moving. Damn. All right, we're gonna look at March. March, we had some really good. I'm very happy with the level of inner traction that was happening and external traction. Not just particularly the results. The results are a representation of efforts. And efforts that typically, if you have a closing this month, probably happen from February's efforts or from January's. But there's a lot of traction happening in March that you all are doing. There's internal battles, there's shit y'all are facing, but all that's gonna show face. The results that happened in March were from y'all staying locked in, y'all staying committed to the mission despite what was happening. And this really was a very forward moving activity internally for you all. Like I saw growth and you all start to fight through the barriers, right, which really are inside of you, the barriers that are preventing you from just doing the shit. Just do it. Do it scared. Start small. Just do it. Get momentum. Just do it,
That's a lot
right?
of lights.
Huh?
Oh, not just my phone.
um, some of our biggest wins, I mean, there was a lot of wins for you all, right? As you progress throughout March, but we had like Nathan, he walked into some fires, conversations he had to have or situations and just handled them. On top of that, closed out a huge project and had a tremendous success with that and generated 2 new listing opportunities that he's kicking up, to have live very soon. Major, major win. Major win, bro. Despite where you still want to be or where you're not. Major win. That Debo, bro. He put in all kinds of work for his family, despite his family saying, bro, this ain't for me. Like, close the door, let's walk away. Top of that, he put himself in a position where he was getting major knowledge from Bow Trail, right? Which helped momentum internally to really understand, like, I gotta have these systems in place. I gotta put these things in place, right? And that's really gonna move business. It's not just doing shit. It's having a system to support what you want to do. Jermaine, he did his first time home buyer seminar this weekend, generated 3 leads. Despite him not having any sales, I'm not gonna lie, that shit is lighting a fire under his ass. It's obviously adding a bunch of other stuff, but he's using it to light a fire under his ass as well. Now he got 2 things that can happen soon. A, he says, fuck it, this ain't for me, or scared and run away, or he locks in and gets nasty, dirty, hungry. Like he just relentless. He hops on the phones, he's doing this, he maybe decide to quit it. Who knows? Right? But that when a man gets ready to break, especially when to put a lot in, it's 2 avenues. Right? It's 2 avenues. So I love that shit. Cause I realize now that's how God works me. Um, when I'm going through some hard stuff, it's just like I got another altitude about to come, which is beautiful. T Rock, he's getting his traction going. The listing appointment he just recently had this weekend didn't immediately turn, but he needed that traction, right? And that was from cold calling. That all that does is awaken something internally for him. Celebrated his daughter's first birthday, which took a whole bunch of planning out of his own pocket, right? That he ain't never planned a birthday party for a child, let alone his own. So major win, major momentum, helping back in the calls. We got EJ, the internal work, right? And then also staying focused on understanding his lane is VA and being intentional that I got to learn more VA. I got to meet with specific people outside of my VA network that is still VA that at least expose me to bigger platforms or bigger different opportunities and components within VA. So, I mean, you all did a lot of really ground building work that's going to serve the altitude of where you're going to take Q2. We got Q2, we got Q3, and Q4. Plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time if we're intentional as hell. Like intentional excuses gotta go. the distractions, the bullshit that we just been playing with, and like it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. Gotta go. Gotta go. Like finances, you gotta lock in the bag so you can make certain moves or acquisitions that's gonna help supply like income that you just got coming. For example, let's just say, I don't know Nathan's situation, but let's just say he got a house in Boston he's living in that he owns. If he makes a whole bunch of money, he could probably do some updates to that house and decide to rent out an empty room or the basement or the upstairs level or the attic because he did some updates. Now he can rent it out. So he used money he made from real estate by busting out, staying focused, doing the shit that maybe he didn't want to do or was scared of. Made the bag, took that money to put it in the house to now generate income going forward, period, by throwing it on Airbnb or furnace finders. Now he has travel nurses renting out a bedroom or renting out a unit or whatever it may be. Like that's just an example of how important us getting the bag in real estate, and we need to now move that shit into vehicles that's going to generate us money. You got two or three cars. Throw one of them shits on Turo. Why not? Don't sell it. That's a one-time bag that you pay taxes on. Throw it on Turo, get the bag forever. That was that was for somebody. I don't know where that all that advice came from, but there you are. Get the bag in real estate. That's what it was tied to. All right. But that's the mindset we really have to think. Green in all activities. We introduced the mindset of like green and red, right? Green activities are things that help us attract business or generate business. Green activities. Red is you didn't do it. You did something that does not support you attracting money. Rather, was you chose to do a different commitment. And sometimes we got to make those choices, right? Depending on the situation, we have to make a decision. Sometimes it is a red activity, but it's green in a different category. But that category has to make sense based on pillars that are important in your life, not just like I had to go scroll for 3 hours, or you know what, I went to go out drinking because I was stressed. I mean, that could be a green. Maybe it's a reset you need or not, but that's for you to determine. Like you have to be real with yourself. And we think about our business and how you make money. These green activities have to trump everything, right? So when we make our commitments, every Monday we make our commitments. We have to tally if it was green, we executed, or red, we dropped the ball. And if it's blank, that means you dropped the ball. You couldn't even meet the commitment of reporting. I mean, that's a straight representation of your business. If we can't meet just reporting, you dropped the ball, right? You missed it. So green activities, right? Make our commitments, those go green or red. Same alliance. We need to do more green oriented activities. When we're acting and thinking and doing things during the day, during the morning, in the evening, is this a green activity? I also want to introduce, this isn't part of this, but figure out where in your health situation can you improve? Is it as simple as like you need to just start taking vitamins at minimum? Maybe you're not eating the things your body needs to like really be optimized, to not be tired and droopy and or not have the certain figure it has. Where can you improve? I promise you, a healthier, more energized, fueled body you have, it's going to support you, rather with thoughts, energy, creativity, like stamina to pursuing or going when you're, whatever it is that you're pursuing. It's fruitful, right? Rather, so you may want to introduce vitamins or working out or drinking more water or cutting out a certain feed or saying, you know what, I'm not going to eat at night anymore after 6 o'clock. Like whatever it is, I do want you all to incorporate some area of health into your commitments going into Q2. Like you just deserve it. And you got one vessel, clogged arteries, all that shit is real, right? And it's just slowly happening, whatever the stuff's happening inside of us, because we're not taking in the shit that we really need. So for you all, I really challenge y'all to implement the health component because it goes hand in hand. So trends as far as which ties into what we were talking about prior, right? Is kind of those internal battles. So for example, we got Nathan, right? His mind was fighting his results. This was something that came up for him often. That was something he was battling through. Me, same thing, right? Playing small, avoiding big moves. I was clear on things that had to get done, but I still was not taking action on all of them at the speed I needed to or at the opportunities I had at all of them. Yeah, there was times I was, but when you grow internally and mentally, right? You're the only one who really knows what you're capable of or not. And that's why you get effed up in your head is because you personally know what you're capable of or not. You could tell anybody you want, any lie, any story, any reason, any excuse. But your mind knows when you really have some time and you can go do that thing, whether it's cold calling, whether it's meeting with that partner who you know is going to be the gateway to more opportunities. Stopping at that house, but you say, "Oh, I got to get over here," but really it's reality because you're scared. You don't even know what to say. You're like, "How would I look just pulling up and what am I going to ask for?" Like, you know what I mean? So those are those internal wars where your body's gonna be like, damn, bro, you bullshitting. You know, and that's uncomfortable when you go home and have no production and you know you actually intentionally skipped opportunities. You chose to choose red over green activity. Even if that green activity didn't turn into business immediately, it's called marinating, right? We're building a successful lifestyle which comes with decisions that we make or decisions we don't make. But when you tackle up here, your mindset, right, which really is the biggest hurdle we all have, right? That's being stuck. You transition into green activity. Your brain will jump on board, and before you know it, you'll be having a whole bunch of winning seasons coming in. But if you allow this to dictate what your hands and actions do, it's just you're gonna have more of a harder journey. Your brain just wants you to be comfortable with normalcy. It doesn't know you're fucking you making this decision is about to put you and your significant other or yourself in serious financial harm. It doesn't. It just wants you to be comfortable. So in the moment, it's going to talk you out of doing the commitment because it's uncomfortable because you don't do it enough. That's the only reason why it's uncomfortable. When you do it enough and you just make it a part of it, now it's comfortable. It's just your brain's like, cool, we got this. You didn't die. We're good. So you have to get these green blocks. You got to get a schedule. You got to have no, yo, lead generation has to happen. Guys, has to happen. Like this cannot be optional. It's the bloodline. It's like having a human body with blood is there helps your body do everything it does. And you got an open wound leaking blood, and you thinking like you're gonna just keep going. At some point, you're gonna lose it all. Lose it all, right? And that's the generating lead generation. We'll call it that. Now that's conversation, business, rooms, relationships. They gotta happen. Get out of your head. The biggest and best deals happen when you're collaborating and working with humans anyway. All right, so let's look at the velocity tracker and what we're looking like for 2026 goals so far. So this is now based on the commitments you all made, right? It shows where you are in percentage to that goal. And it also talks about what was the goal you committed to and where you should be based on the goal that you met, right? So we got Derek, he's at 16%. His goal was 75,000 for the year for real estate. He's at 18,000. 18,000 is where he should be quarter to date. Let me actually pull up the other tracker because I should have had that on there too. All right, so I'll switch back and forth. All right, so Derek so far year to date is at 12,000 in GCI, right? In real estate gross commission earned. Quarter to date, he should be at 18,000. Right? So right now he's at 16% completion of a $75,000 goal. That's how that's working right now. Next, we got Takal at 15%. So his goal for the year was 50,000. He's at 15% towards that goal. Right? He had some early momentum in January when he had his sale. He got 12,000. No, he got 7,000, 7,400. Where he should be quarter to date or year to date, meaning as of today, if it ended, he should be at 12,000 commission. And right now he's at 7,400. So you got 15% to go. Nathan's goal committed to $100,000. right? And he's got some good traction with some good listings that he's been working on that will be coming to the table very soon. He's at 9% to go and 9% to go, and he should be at 24,000 year to date, right? And this is good for us to look at, right? We should be at, when you look at this, you committed to 24,000 year to date, you should be at. So you know you're behind based on what you've produced. Now this lets you fuel the importance of where you're going. Your goal's 100,000. You're at 8,000. So you're at 9%. Jeremy, totally off. I got a goal of 600,000 for this year, but I ain't scared. I got a lot of great activity. I'm willing to do the work, and I'm gonna explode intentionally, right? But there's a huge gap. I should be at 147,000 commission earned year to date, only at 38,000. 38,000, 6% towards my goal. Totally off pace. Elijah, you committed to 150,000. You're at 7% to your goal. You should be at $36,000 year to date. End of Q1, doors closed. You should be at 36 grand. Mano has a big old goose egg. He got a big aggressive goal. I think he has the second highest goal, actually. Yeah, second highest goal. Right now he's at $0, 0% to goal. And he should be at 44,000 earned year to date. He's got a lot of ground to make up. But is it impossible? Hell no. You can get scared and choose frail and like, oh, the year's over. No. Lock in, bro. You ain't where you want to be. Do what you got to do. Take this serious. You gonna say something,
So
Cal?
yeah, quick question. But Mano, because that was a wholesale, right? He did.
Yeah. So he'll still earn a commission. So when he does, that'll go towards it. Because
God.
when
Okay.
you do as long as he does it through thumbprint,
Mhm.
it'll still go towards an actual transaction and the commission earned.
Okay. Cool.
But it has to
That's
close. Yeah.
okay.
So I don't think it closed, right? T?
Oh no, no. I don't know, but I just saw it on Facebook. I said
Yeah, I don't
so.
think it closed. I think it was like maybe under agreement.
Okay. Yeah. No. So that was
Nah.
my question because I know we I know for Nathan the Stonely flat we don't consider it, so that's why I was just
Yeah.
asking for
Yeah.
clarification.
Yeah. I mean, if they count it towards thumbprint, all right, an ETE, then that gets considered.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, which I think I don't know how, so everyone has different situations, but to my knowledge, everything goes through or should go through, and certain things do or do not. But
Well,
it
for
Okay.
for
doesn't.
Brooklyn Flats, it was different. Sorry to cut you off. It was different because this last unit we were hired specifically to advertise and market under Thumbprint's banner. So the other
Mm.
44 didn't, quote unquote, didn't count, even though they did in my eyes. Like I did the work. Nah, I'll always stand on that. Like that's ridiculous that you gonna have me anyway. Even though the other 44 didn't, quote unquote, count, this last one was directly us. So I that's why I did count it.
Got you, got you. Well,
Okay.
that's a huge dub. Yeah, so good question, T. And this is now what our active deals that are current listing that are active on the market as far as opportunities, which are huge, right? This builds our pipeline, as well as deals that are under agreement. So we got Jeremy and Nathan right now. So we got 5 deals total that are active or under agreement currently, right? With a closing date, obviously, to be determined. I do have 2 deals closing for April. It's supposed to close in March, but you know how real estate is. And Nathan, Nathan just launched Stoughton, or it will be launching Stoughton. I believe it. Is it active, Nathan?
So we're it's not active yet. I'm sending out postcards this week, and then we're shooting video today. But it's going to be listed, and then we have the open house scheduled for the 12th because it was going to be this Sunday, but this Sunday's Easter, so we pushed it back a week.
Got you. That was a smart move. All right, so he has a deal that's almost active. That will be on there. So total combined, we got, I mean, $7 million, $7.7 million in the pipeline right now. I mean, that's a strong pipeline. Should we have more? Hell, yeah, we should have everybody's name on here. Everybody should have something moving and shaking, rather active or under agreement, not just 2 people. We should have way more. I got 5, 6 of us. But we're moving into production season. So ETE's March production, we're at almost a mil. as a squad for March, guys. That's phenomenal. And that's not even near our capabilities. But that is phenomenal production, right? GCI earned 20 grand, two sales closed in March. These are real bucks right here, right? $1 million in production of people we served. That's huge. Huge reward for ETE. You know what I'm saying? I gotta come with some heavy hitters, the agents of the month. You know what I'm saying? They came out like pow, 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 pow. So you came with Big D. Let's give it up for Mr. Derek. Come on, show some love for
Let's
that
go,
guy.
Derek. Let's go,
Show some
baby.
love, and then let's show some love for
Let's
that
go,
man
Nate.
Nathan Johnson. They both came out swinging. You know what I'm saying? Honestly,
Nah,
major congratulations to you both.
congrats,
Major.
brothers.
Now y'all got
Congrats,
y'all got y'all
congrats.
got y'all gotta go ahead and take your flowers. Go ahead.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. All glory to God for, allowing this to go through. I appreciate the support from the team and more to come for sure. I'm excited. I'm excited. But thank you, Jay. Thank you for the team and thank y'all for this. It's awesome. Awesome.
You deserve it, for real. You deserved and worked for that. That's
Yeah.
on
Absolutely.
another level.
Absolutely, brother. And I want to say the same thing. Thank you to everybody in this call, everybody on this team. I genuinely, and this is not placating, genuinely could not do this without this team, without my brothers, without my family. So I really appreciate it. And like Derek said, like this ain't the last one. This ain't the last one. We about to get more. The more I cold call, the more comfortable I get
Yep.
being uncomfortable. Like, let's go. Like I don't even sweat anymore. I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh, you hung up? Great. Next. Like that. That's where my attitude is becoming, and I feel it. And it's thanks to y'all support. So let's get it,
Mm,
baby. Let's get it.
mm, mm.
That part. Yep. Emphasize that. That's a shift that happened in front of y'all. Ain't nothing more powerful than a man's shift of like, I'm fed up with this bullshit. When a man get fed up, yeah, it's a different version of him coming out. There's great mountains to be climbed to, right on the end of that.
It's really facts though.
Right?
It's really facts though. I just to give y'all a little bit of detail, this transaction almost didn't happen for me. I'm telling you, like
Mm.
5 times in the transaction, either my uncle wanted to pull out, the sellers wanted to pull out, the deal almost fell through. And like when your back's against the wall, you have to figure out what you're gonna do. And God gave me the strength to make it through. And it's funny, my uncle called me yesterday. He was like, yo, like Africans, they don't show a lot of emotion, but my uncle was not emotional yesterday. He was like, yo, the
Wow.
thank you for not giving up on the transaction, for pushing me even when I wanted to pull out, for having faith, for everything that you did. Because now he's settled. Like, it's like now the family's in there finally. He can actually like rest in a way. So it was like
And you're
Jay,
behind the strength of that.
yeah, I told you on the side, like it brought the purpose back. So this deal was definitely emotional for me. So thank y'all for real. And let's keep going, yo. E to E. You know what I mean? Elevate to
Brought
elite.
the purpose back, he said.
Yeah.
Even though he was holding that weight where he looked like the asshole trying to keep this deal together when everyone's like, yo, chill, bro, let this shit go. And he's probably catching heat like, yo, are you doing this for you or for me? Because I don't want to be in it.
Mm.
And then now he's there and everyone's coming over smiling, walking around looking at it, laugh like so proud. And he gets to now be like, damn, D, you were very valuable. You're my nephew, your family, and for you to fight when I'm not trying to fight with you in the sense of staying with you on board, that's what it's about, bro. You know what I mean? Like you are very valuable. Nathan, you are very fucking valuable. Takal,
Wow.
very valuable.
Love
EJ,
you.
very. Like these our clients need us. And it's people we don't know that genuinely need the way we're willing to show up. Because they'll get somebody who don't care. They'll just see them as a transaction, do the minimum to get it through to get paid. Which they're doing a job, right? But that experience has has lingering effects. A bad experience creates negative lingering effects. A great one creates a whole different slew of effects. Y'all are very valuable. Y'all gotta just get in front of people. Have a big mouth. Big mouth. What do you do? I help people like you make big moves and decisions in real estate. That's what I do. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just out here doing the bare minimum, but shout out to y'all too. Honestly, congratulations. Y'all both deserve this. Big time, big time. And I'll send those over to you as well. So y'all can, you know what I'm saying? Pump that shit out. Just pump this. All right. Next. So as we shift from Q1 into Q2, again, as we said in the beginning, right? Q1 was about like awakening leads, staring the dirt. scratching away, creating like just momentum in any and every way possible that supports what was important to us. And now Q2 is about securing the contracts. Like we got to get the bag. Now we convert all of those opportunities and leads. Like we're going in for the kill. We're touching base. Like part of our green activity should be seeing who was interested at one point, who went ghost that we can tap into. Use your coach to get the best script to just boom. And it's not one where maybe you're saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Check. No, don't do that shit. Say something that makes them want to respond. Don't even say hi. Don't even say, "Hey, I just got access to this potential off-market opportunity in Taunton." Let's just say that was the area they're looking. Let me know if you still interested in that area or if there's a different area that's suiting you. They may say, "Yeah, send that shit over." Or no, 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 I'm actually thinking about Randolph now. You know what I mean? Like you just never like that's way better of a approach. But yo, we getting contracts. We're in Q2. We're going into one of our busiest seasons. We have to get as many opportunities scraped. Tap back to your other clients. I swear, I'm gonna do this play. Hey, it's coming into the spring, and this is usually when people are ready to make a move, rather selling or they're looking to acquire a new asset or they're first. Who do you know in your circle that is looking to buy or sell that I can help as we go into the summer seasons? Yo, you got nothing to lose. Send that shit out. Send it out, especially to your prior clients, because they already experienced you. If there was a bad experience, you may or may not. Takal, run that shit with your freaking one real estate deal and see who he knows out here. He may not know. He's a big talker, but you never know.
You know I'm gonna hit him
You
up.
never know. You never know. But next, right before our pipeline call on Monday, define 5 of the highest probability green opportunities for you. Ones that you know for sure, like I can hit this. And to be honest, I want to actually move that down to just 2. 2 green activities, like this is part of what I do in my business going forward, Jay. Like come prepared on Monday with that. 2 green opportunity activities that you can do and implement. That's, oh, Jay, this is what we're adding to the business that's happening. Cool. Green time, again, make sure you're still reviewing everything you do. I don't care if you're picking up a coffee. Are you doing it and walking to Starbucks or going at the checkout and say, "Hey, listen, if you ever are looking to acquire a house I got you. I'm your guy." You just never know, man. Oh, my mom's actually thinking about selling her house. You just never know, right? Create green activity in what you do, especially morning times. It has to happen. And we got to get contracts. We're here. We're here. We got to get contracts. Dave and Buster's tomorrow, man. Checkers. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get together as a team, right? We're going to high five. We're going to toast it up. We're going to have some fun. We're going to chat about some of our plans and intentions, chat about our wins, you know what I mean? Some hitters for the quarter, and we're going to have some fun. You know what I mean? And I really am looking forward to getting the crew together and toasting it up together because we here every week breaking bread together. We here every week exposing where we're coming short, exposing some shit that's in front of us that we're not even willing to walk around. We're here fighting through, kicking down walls, right? Celebrating wins, celebrating accomplishments, breakthroughs internally, breakthroughs externally. So we damn sure can get together and toast it up, right? Because we at war. We really are. But we're gonna win it. With God on our shoulders, we're gonna win it. We just gotta be willing to do our part, and God will put the opportunities in front of us. Once He sees we want to do the work, He's gonna be like, "Yo, say no more here. Say no more. Take it down. Take it down. Take it down." If we ain't willing to do the work, He's like, "What the hell am I gonna put in front of you? I know you ain't gonna do nothing with it. You gonna fumble the bag. You ain't willing to show up for you, let alone me." So, any questions? Congrats to the champs, March champs. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm gonna be a champ. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm coming in hot. One day. But for now, shout out to the champs.
Yeah, you see.
Shout out to the champs.
Man, just appreciate y'all again, man, for everything.
And this is gonna I love doing this because I promise you guys, when you work that hard to get top agent, rather on this team, at the brokerage, people see that and start believing you. They do. They just like, "Oh shit, he actually doing shit? Oh, he's still doing real estate?" Yo, you just never know how that will awaken. That's why I love celebrating production. I implementing this. Obviously, we got, 60, 70 agents. And you should compete against all 67 because there ain't nobody better than no one. It's just people have better systems and better processes than you. That's it. But now you got two opportunities for exposure. You know what I mean? This gives you an opportunity within our powerful team to still get your highlight and shine because it will attract a certain story from external. I promise you. Any last words?
Ah, man, we here, baby.
All right. Dave and Buster's tomorrow. What time did we agree on? Was it 7:30, 8, 7? I can't remember. I don't even know if we
I want to
said
say
that.
7, but I could be wrong.
All right, let's say 7.
That's a bet. That's a bet. Thank you, Jay, for holding it down, man. We appreciate you. What do you know?
Yes,
And then you
absolutely.
said Monday we gotta come with our 2 green
Yep.
activities.
2 green activities you implement in your business, right? And it could be if yours is I'm cold calling in the mornings or afternoons or that like that that's your green or I'm going to 2 construction sites a month or a week. I mean a month is too fucking far out. But if whatever your thing is, get clear based on what you've said is your target audience, your business focus, your structure. I do VA clients. All right, you may say I do VA sellers, I do VA buyers, right? Even that specificness supports your brain with creativity. But get clear on what activities you have to do that you know is important to you. And if you don't know, go talk with your coach, go talk with yourself. Like get clear. It's worth the time and like being lost, it's just not it. It don't serve you. It just adds frustration, wait, get clear. And then make a decision. And then just stay to it. It's like, yo, I make the decision. You know what? Make the decision and commitment to God. That's when you know, like when you start making commitments to someone else, especially someone almighty, it's different. You know you can lie to yourself all day, but make it to somebody else. Or make it to God. That's different. That's different. So we'll hit for tomorrow. My daughter actually she just started gymnastics. I gotta see if my wife's off tomorrow. If she's not, my daughter's gymnastics ends at 7:30. Yeah, it ends at 7:30. But I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. Dang, I just changed the game, huh? I'll find out, let y'all know. But y'all, shout out to y'all, Derek, Nathan. I'm gonna get y'all over your powerful agent of the months. And let's go run a play and get the bag. If the tracker's not updated, go update it. If the velocity tracker's not updated, go update it. I know Elijah has a deal under agreement, but it's not on the tracker, so shit never happened. So get it on the tracker. And if anyone else has business that is active or under agreement, get it on the tracker. All right, squad.
Team.
All
We
right,
got.
Let's do.
fam.
All right.